So recently I've been playing Escape from Tarkov again, streaming it and trying to jump into the latest wipe, and I've actually been having a good time with it, which means it's probably about time that Battlestate Games do something to stir the pot in the community and make me question their actions yet again. Ding, ding, ding. Here we fucking go again. This is going to be a controversial video, but if you like it, leave a like below, and if not, dislike it and tell me your thoughts. A YouTuber by the name of Blue Drake has uploaded a video discussing a copyright strike that BSG has placed against his channel for showing off and discussing SP Tarkov. Now, this part of the video is going to be a little technical, but please follow me. SP Tarkov is a standalone mod for Tarkov that brings in a true offline experience. Quoted right from the website, the project's main goal is to provide a separate offline single-player experience with progression out of the box for BSG's official client. You can now play EFT while you're waiting for their servers to go back online, while you're disconnected from the internet, or if you need to take a break from all of the cheaters. Now, this last sentence is going to come back in a little later in the video. The standalone client also offers modding, claiming that the project is highly extensible, allowing you to customize many aspects of EFT's experience, from having all items already examined by default to adding completely new weapons or overhauling the bot behaviors. It's all up to you. You can play raids, do quests, or simply mess around in the weapon preset builder at your pace. Train your skills with visible progression, share your loadout or your favorite weapon setups with your friends, and their active community will be glad to assist you in getting started. Now, honestly, I know the Tarkov community at large does not like this idea. All those chads are going to look at this and call it Tarkov easy mode. And for me, I think the idea is actually pretty cool for people looking for a more casual experience or players who are just sick of the hacking problem. I get it. The cool thing about SP Tarkov is everywhere on their website says that you need to own a legitimate copy of Tarkov. This is something that's been done on PC games for decades now. One thing to note here is that SP Tarkov is not affiliated with Battlestate Games in any way. A huge note here also is that SP Tarkov is not the same thing as Emu Tarkov, which is another project on the internet that has brought on a lot of scrutiny, as it's an emulated version of Tarkov that does pretty much the same thing that SP Tarkov does. It's almost like a fork or a branch off of Emu Tarkov. I can go to their downloads page and download a copy of Tarkov just right there. Now, that download would have normally been hidden behind Tarkov's login and purchasing options. You can't download the launcher in the game unless you pay for the game. So Emu Tarkov allows you to bypass that purchase. SP Tarkov, on the other hand, has a disclaimer on the top of their webpage that states if you download any EFT version outside of its official way, you are going to get banned. If we find out that you downloaded it on a pirated website, you will be banned without further informations. You need to own the game and keep it installed on your computer to play AKI. AKI is the project file name. It's SPT-AKI. I know that was really confusing for most people, but when it comes to these mods, you're obviously going to have people downloading pirated versions of Tarkov. This is a thing. It's been a thing for 20 years on PC. I found it with a quick Google search for this video. SP Tarkov's installation instructions tells you that you got to copy your EFT like live legitimate folder into a different directory and then unzip the mod into there, start up a server, and then connect to it. Nothing that you're doing is affecting the live version of Tarkov. Your progression that you do in the mod doesn't carry over. Anything that you tweak in terms of AI, progression, or weapons, it does nothing to affect the players on the live version of the game. This is a mod for an offline version of a game that you've paid for. Now, the reason that these mods have been getting more notoriety in recent times is because people are now developing cheats and hacks for Tarkov using these emulated versions that allow you to tweak all of the settings. Blue Drake uploaded a video discussing a mod and how to play it because that's what his channel does. He wasn't promoting hacks, he wasn't promoting cheats, or anything of the sort. SP Tarkov could be compared to a mod like Project Reality that when it first came out, you needed a legit copy of Battlefield 2 to play. This wasn't illegal in the slightest, and is actually how I first found Blue Drake in the first place. Now, this is where things get a little bit more into the gray area with my opinion. In order to buy the game and log in, you need to agree to their licensing agreement like everyone always does. Most games have these long, convoluted contracts that nobody reads, they just hit agree, but in them, there are two very specific clauses that I do need to point out in the sake of fairness to both sides. The first one being Section 4.2, the user does not have the right to distribute for commercial or non-commercial purposes audio, visual elements, images, or other intellectual property present in the game unless permitted by the licensor, which means that BSG owns every piece of content that you and I put out as creators, be it on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, wherever. Most companies have this in there as well, but most companies aren't fucking pieces of shits about it. Now, Blue Drake brought up a really good point here. The website profile page has a Twitch account connection for a thing called Twitch Drops. Twitch Drops allow you as a player to watch guys like Pestily and Clean. They can stream their game and you can collect in-game rewards for watching those streams. Now, this is in direct opposition to their own licensing agreement and basically giving everyone an option to break their terms of service willingly by showcasing audio-visual elements of the game to others. An action, I may add, is the reason why Tarkov is as popular as it is in the first place. If Twitch Drops weren't a thing, this game would still be slogging along with no fucking fan base. The actions that made them popular are the ones that break their terms of service in the first place, which is total irony to me. And the second clause is that any code and or software not expressly permitted by Battlestate Games Limited that may be used in connection with the game launcher, the game, and or any component to make the game easier. This is clear as day. It's right there. Unfortunately, it's right there. Again, most companies wouldn't bat an eye to mods that could bring more people into the community, especially ones that don't offer pirated versions of the game. But not Battlestate Games, though. Unfortunately, they are within their rights to do this. That being said, I don't agree with their stance on this issue, and I think they're fucking dumbasses for doing this. If they had a problem with the mod, they really should go after the mod creator, the hackers, the guys who are creating these hacks and cheats, instead of using the DMCA system to take down a video that I would say most likely falls directly under fair use. And that's another thing too. Do they own the game itself? If I'm talking over the game, does that make it transformative when we're talking about creating content on YouTube? Is it because Blue Drake covered something that is technically against their terms of service? If that's the case, maybe they should have banned his account instead of trying to get the video taken down. There's a whole bunch of different convoluted gray area things they could have done here. I do feel like they misstepped, and I feel like they jumped on it because they don't want people to see it, and they just wanted to take it down as quick as possible. There's so many things that could play out here, and if I know Blue Drake, I know he's going to be fighting tooth and nail for the rights of not only the creators, but game developers creating mods for their favorite games. This is a very interesting one. When you look at the precedent that he brought up about Apple kind of suing guys who jailbroke their phones and created that software, Apple lost. And it set precedent that people are able to mod systems that they own. And I'm sure in Apple's case, they had all that technical convoluted jargon in all of their terms of service. As soon as you start up the phone and create an Apple account, you're probably not allowed to do it. But technically, if you go by court standing, they are. This is going to be an interesting one to play out, and I wanted to keep you guys in the loop of what's going on. Personally, I think Battlestate Games just shoots themselves in the foot every single time this shit comes up. I'm rooting for Blue Drake to stand up, and of course, as a creator, I've been playing Tarkov recently, so of course this matters to me, and it's something that I really hope Blue Drake can fucking destroy them on so that it sets even more precedent for this shit moving forward and doesn't allow companies to take advantage of content creators who are talking about their game in a way that they might not fucking like. And in this case, Blue Drake was fucking saying good things about this mod and good things about Tarkov. There was absolutely no reason for them to do it outside of that, well, technically we can because of our license. It's just fucking bullshit all around. I obviously wish him the best. I know a lot of you guys do follow Blue Drake over there as well. I'd say go check him out. Most of you are probably already following him for new games and mods and kind of everything in between. I wish him the best with this. I'm there for him because I know that Battlestate Games' intentions are in the wrong fucking place because they did it with Eroctic. They did it with me early on in the alpha. I know these guys are shady, and I know they're falling back behind the technically instead of caring about what is actually going on in their community. For real, there's a reason why people care about playing SP Tarkov. A lot of things that I've seen online are people saying they're sick of playing against hackers, so they just play the offline mode, allows them to create weapon loadouts and everything else, and it's just a better fucking experience. I know some people are going to disagree. That's obviously very subjective, but there's a reason why some people are playing it. Battlestate Games doesn't give a fuck about that. As always, I want to know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below, and if you guys like the video, leave a like on it, because I think this is a discussion that we need to have as not only content creators, but gamers who are purchasing games and not actually owning it, but you're owning like a license to kind of use the software. It's a convoluted fucking mess, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts. If you like the video, leave a like on it, subscribe for more. We just hit 238,000, and we're growing pretty crazily. Appreciate you guys. My name is Big Fry, and I'll see you on the next one.